welcome to Shifan Study Lab. So thank you for watching this video. Alright, that's my first sentence. Alright, so you can see on my board, it's percentage. So today we're going to learn all about percentage. So first things first, what is a percentage? So percentage is kind of like a fraction. Alright, so it's kind of like a fraction. So fraction is literally a numerator out of a denominator. So it's something out of something. But percentage is different. Alright, percentage is different. In fractions, denominator, numerator can always be different. But in percentage, the denominator must be out of 100. Alright, the denominator must be out of 100. So the numerator can be anything. Alright. So now let's get into some percentage questions. So let's say we have 9 out of 10. So this is a fraction. But now we must transform into a percentage. Alright? Transform it into a percentage. So as I say, percentage is out of 100. So now in the denominator we times 10. So same thing, in the numerator we times 10, which is 90. So 90 out of 100 is simply 90%. Alright, so now let's have another look at another question. Alright, so let's say we have 1 out of 1. So this is simply 100 out of 100. So it is 100%. And 1 over 1 equals to 1%. So now 1% equals to, 1 equals to 100%. So same thing, 100% equals to 1. So now this is a very important thing. So now we have 1 to 0%. So this is 1 to 0 over 100. So actually you can use another way to, kind of like transform it. Okay, so now let's say we have 6 over 5. So actually just now the way was times 20 times 20, this 120, 1 to 0%. But actually there's another way. This fraction times 100. Alright, 100. So we cancel this out, this 20. So this is 120%. So I'll talk about this more in the fractions video. So I'm just skipping this part. Alright. So now I think you have already understood percentage and fraction and how to convert them. So now let's get into percentage and decimals. So now for example we have 5.6. So what percentage is this? So now let's look at the 5. 5, it's 100% times 5, which is 500%. Alright, this is an equal sign. Alright, so 5.6, we have 100% times 5 equals to 500%. So now let's deal with the 0.6. So 0.6 can be expressed as 6 over 10. So 6 over 10 is 60%. So now, 5 times 5.6 equals to 500% plus 60% equals to 560%. So now that's our answer. Quite simple, right? So now let's get into percentage, the other way round. Alright, the other way round. So now let's say we have 130%. So now this equals to 100% plus 30%. So 1% is 1 and 30% is 30 out of 100. So now we must express it in decimals. So this is 1 plus 3 over 10, which is 1 plus 0.3 equals to 1.3. So there you go. This is our answer. Alright, so fractions into decimals, you can check it out in my fractions videos. Alright, you can get it in my fractions or decimals videos. So now let's move on to some simple word problems. So word problems. So let's say we have 100 students. So and 60% of them are boys. So how many girls are there? So 60% equals to 60 out of 100. So now whole is 100 students. So now the denominator is luckily 100. So now we have 60 boys. So how many girls are there? So of course there's 100 students and you have 60 boys. So girls is 100 minus 60 equals to 40. So that's our answer, 40. And of course they can ask you how many percent of girls are there. So that's already very simple. So 100 students is 100%. So 100% minus 60% equals to 40%. So this is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, so now maybe I should think of some other questions. Let me think. What hard questions can I give you? Like really some hard questions? Like let me think in my mind. Oh, alright, I found one. So now my question is, there are 150 people in a library and 198 of them are adults. So how many children are there? I mean, how many, like what percentage of the people in the library were children? Alright, so I know my handwriting's a bit ugly, so just don't mind. Alright, so now we have this question. You can pause the video and try it out yourself. So they ask you for the percentage of the children. They ask you for children. So now they already told you that out of the 150 people, 1 to 9 of them are adults. So how many children are there first? So how many children? 150 minus 198 equals to 21. So now we have, so the percentage over here is 21 out of 150. So how do we make it? So how do we make the denominator 100? So now we make it simple. So we divide it by 3. This is 7. So now we can change it into 100 as a denominator. So 14 out of 100. So our answer is just 14%. So now I think you have understood the basics of percentage and this kind of easy word problems. So in my next percentage video, which is percentage 2, you can check out more of this kind of word problems that includes both whole numbers and percentage, like in this question. So I hope that you enjoy this video. So as many YouTube people do, subscribe and like. So this is the most important thing in what the okay, never mind that. So this is the most important thing in today's lesson. Alright, so subscribe and like.